Morning. So I'm gonna do a short market analysis of what we can expect and what should be coming up in the market. So I'm gonna do a market analysis, weekly analysis on the DAX and on NQ because these are the symbols I usually trade. So I'm just looking at the week, what's gonna happen during the week. The US invaded Venezuela. So the market might change this week and things might not be accurate. But let's take a look and hope you had a good new year and you know had fun with your family. Now it's back to the grind, you know. So Monday today is I'm usually just checking like because I trade now. Now is London session just opened for about 3 minutes ago, right? And I'm just checking basically what I can expect this upcoming week. So usually the news don't affect the London market that much because the most of the news are in the afternoon after lunch. So at 4 o'clock or at 2 o'clock and 2:30, like it says here. But the only thing forex factory, the only thing that affects the London session is the French PMI. And it usually happens at the last 10 days of the month. So what is the right French? French. Oh, this week. Okay, let's do the week. So let's look at the French PMI when it's happening. There we go. Here it is. It's on the 23rd of January. Okay, it's fine. No need to stress about that. I've noticed that the only thing that affects the London market during my trading London session is the French PMI. When the French PMI opens or happens during the market, 50 minutes after market opens, that's when you get the spikes from the news, right? So what are we looking at this week? This week we have some news basically every day. Thursday, PMI. These are about to change the market, I believe. Okay, so this is what I'm looking at this week, and this is what I can expect this week. So we have not reached the DAX high yet, all-time high. This is the all-time high. We have not reached that yet. We're still in a bullish trend. What do we look here? Just to cut this daily, not the daily, the 4 hour. Just to cut this 4 hour, right? It might retrace down, do some move. This is what I'm looking at today. This might do something like retrace down to this 50-minute, 50% mark and do like a swing up, swing down, and then continue back up. But then when US invaded Venezuela, this might change. This is not accurate to 100%, but this is what I'm seeing now. All right, this is what the DAX is telling me. Let's go over to NASDAQ, NQ. NQ is on the drawdown. We're still bearish on the NQ. Right, still bearish on the NQ. Why? Because it just entered this 50% mark of the 4-hour fair value gap. Oh no, it didn't enter the 50% mark. It might, because it gave me a reaction to the downside right here. So this is what I'm looking at. Because we have a 4-hour breakup structure right here, right? Because we had a reaction right here, it doesn't necessarily need to push up to the 50% mark of the fair value gap. It might just consolidate right here and then push down if it gives me a reaction to the downside. All right, this is why my weekly analysis. This is where I'm gonna be a little more conservative during the New York session because we have news coming out at 4 o'clock, and the New York session opens up at 3:30. 3:30 GMT plus 1 time. All right, have a good trading week and good luck. How do I